Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope your day is beautiful. I hope you woke up this morning with a positive outlook on life. I hope you woke up today with a simple thing in mind, and that is to inspire. I just want to share a little bit something that has so inspired me over the last month or so, and that is simply how I changed my life for the better. I used to wake up in the morning, go to bed at night with negative thinking in my own mind. I used to have regrets. I used to have unforgiveness. Even, as harsh as this word sounds, I even had hatred toward people in my own life. It began to weigh down on me like you wouldn't believe. It began to make my life miserable, to constantly think negatively. And then I would tell people I'm doing fantastic, when really, was I? I was living a total lie. I was portraying to be doing phenomenal, when really, I was having some severe negative, harboring unforgiveness in my own heart and life. I want to share with you, though, how that all changed. I went to bed one night, and I asked myself, is this the type of life I want to live forever? I simply questioned my well-being and thought to myself, is this even healthy to live like this? You know, it was a simple change that I decided to tell myself that had to be done. I decided I wanted to change for the better. I simply made the decision that everybody has such a hard time doing, is simply making that simple change in my own life to make my world a more sincere way of life. I began to attend some intense counseling, which inspired me to the point where I cried and cried, because it meant so much to me how when I simply want to acknowledge that I need change in my own life, how beautiful that can actually be today. Oh, folks, the inspiration I feel, determination and motivation to allow this simple word change to affect my life or someone's life, just because of a simple way of thinking, that in order for me to persevere in life, to pursue my goals, to get through challenges, I simply had to make a severe change in my own heart. And I want to share that with you. I went to some intense counseling, and it was beyond beautiful. I began to see how I was living my life in the past. I began to see how the hatred and unforgiveness and my selfish outlook on life was being brought into my present and future time, folks. It began to draw me down like you wouldn't believe. I began to attend this counseling. It showed me many, many things. And you know, it showed me one simple factor in my own heart and life, that the change I've been wanting for so many years was finally happening. I began to see things in my own life, how I was allowing this hatred, unforgiveness, and selfish outlook to affect my daily walk of life. It was affecting my thought pattern. It was affecting my skills of being a motivational speaker. It was even affecting how I interacted with my family and my best friends. Once I came to the point in my own heart and life that I seen that I need to have this change, I cried like you wouldn't believe. I had all this terrible baggage from my past that I was allowing to simply run my life. I was allowing it to actually show me that the life I was living had such a negative impact on my own mind in my own life, as well as I portrayed to actually be today. When I simply accepted that change that I needed in my life so badly, it was a feeling that I can't even begin to explain. I began to feel about 785,000 pounds lighter as I simply let all that baggage go. I simply accepted the fact that how I was living was such a terrible disaster. The negative feelings were gone. The hatred and unforgiveness, and the terrible thought pattern that I had in my own walk of life, I was completely free of. And do you know why? That was because of a simple word called change. Oh, folks, today, after I see how it has changed me, just to accept the fact that my own lot in life is to inspire and not hang on to baggage that I seen myself hanging on to for 25 years. It has showed me love and compassion toward people. It has showed me an unbelievable amount of wisdom in my own heart and life, to be able to show the world that when a simple word called change is introduced into your own heart and life, how beautiful life really is and will be from here on out. Oh, today, I wake up every day with a positive thought. I go to bed at night with a positive feeling and an outlook on life, as that is something I never had before. And it was all because I wanted change. I was finally willing for change after all these years, because I see how I was harboring all this baggage in my own heart. Oh, today, folks, if there's anybody out there that is having a hard time with life, that is having a hard time accepting challenges in their own life, or whether it be something as small as just wanting change, please make it happen. I've seen the difference in my own life. I've had people come up to me and say, "Scott, what in the name of time happened? You are a different man, bud." And that is all because I persevered that simple word called change in my own heart and life. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm inspired today, I'm motivated, and I'm determined to allow my life to inspire people, because I see how that baggage dragged me down for 25 years. I see how it affected my whole way of thinking. Folks, just accept the fact that we live in a world with a negative impact on our own mind. We live in a world where if we allow the negative impact to play a role in our own heart and mind and life, it sincerely will. Oh, today, folks, the change that I have felt because of just accepting the fact that I needed change to release that baggage and hatred out of my own heart has been something that I am going to cherish for the rest of my lovely life. And it only happened again because I simply wanted that change to get over what was causing these negative feelings. And it has caused such a huge, beautiful impact on the way I think. It has caused such a beautiful impact on my own way of life, on my own walk of life, and of course, how I personally view people or view myself in this beautiful world we live in today. Again, folks, I just wanted to share how that change has simply affected my own lifestyle, and how it can affect your lifestyle if you're just willing for change. Ladies and gentlemen, have an awesome, beautiful 985.5% of a good day. I just wanted to share that today because I have been so very, very inspired by a simple word called change. Love you all, folks, and I hope you have an absolute beautiful day. Thanks for watching.